What up, what up, what up? World's day 2. Well, not really day 2. It's day like what, 5?
5.
5?
5.
How many days total?
5.
13? 10? How many days
10.
total?
10
days.
10? That's a lot of days of track, don't you think? Can we cut that down? There should be like 4 days.
No, it's a world
No.
championship.
You
Then you think you get excited about something every single day.
Yeah, but why don't you just have it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, boom. End with a marathon on Sunday. Everyone gets to participate in the marathon.
We have some breaking news to report, actually.
Yes.
Taylor.
So I just read that Isaac McWalla will not be starting the men's 400-meter final.
Whoa.
It's got food poisoning.
Food poisoning, gastrointestinitis. Food poisoning. Yeah, apparently a bunch of hotels around the London Stadium have had reports of this happening. So it's a huge bummer.
Conspiracy theory, do you think?
Not the only one to have this, I guess. Like some Canadian athletes reported this. And
Van Niekerk straight up poisoning his competition. That's what I think is happening.
I don't think so.
I don't think
there's too many
that's
other
the
people.
game he plays.
I think the Irish hurdler pulled out.
Exactly. Take him
Thomas
out.
Barr.
Take out a bunch so it looks like it's a
I
problem
heard,
worldwide, but it's really after.
I don't know if Elaine
Botswana.
Thompson was in one of the affected hotels, but apparently she was puking in the mix in the little zone before
Tori
the
Bowie
race.
colluding with Van Niekerk.
But that's a bummer, you know? We're excited to see McWalla, Van Niekerk. Now it's just it's going to be easy. Of course he's going to win the double.
Fred Curley.
Fred Curley looked bad. He looked bad in the semifinal.
Don't say that about Fred
I know,
Curley.
I shouldn't say that.
I'll shush you.
He actually is one of my favorite athletes. He's fun to watch.
Fred Curley's
But-
going to be in lane 2. But before we talk about that, let's talk about what happened outside of the food poisoning. Jenny Simpson gets second. What were your thoughts?
I feel like we all slept on Jenny except for Taylor. Taylor's the only one to pick her.
I did not sleep on Jenny. I picked her. I picked her for bronze, though.
Yeah.
My picks are Kipyegon, Hassan, and Jenny, just because the field is so incredibly deep this year. And she got silver. The most amazing kicks I've ever seen came on the inside of Hassan, and it was just, I mean, you guys probably watched the reaction video of all of us, you know, watching the race, but it was incredible.
It really was. And it was exactly like how she navigated the prelim, where she kind of darted in and out and went. I mean, not everyone would think, oh, let me go on the inside of these two athletes just to make sure she got in the top automatic qualifiers. But I remember after watching the prelim race and seeing Jenny do that, I was like, shoot, she is like a tactical wizard.
She is. She is a tactical wizard.
You can't sleep on her. I mean,
No.
obviously there's not another world or Olympic final for a couple years now, but I feel like she really cemented her legacy as America's maybe best ever 1500 meter runner.
Or at least most consistent when you add up the medals. I mean, yeah, she hasn't had gold since 2011, but you know, she has more medals than any of the other finalists in the 1500.
She had the second fastest last 300 meters. Who do you think had the fastest?
Kipyegon,
Nope.
Semenya.
Yep.
Semenya.
Yeah, Semenya
came
from nowhere.
Yeah.
So funny, I had to rewatch that finish because I think we were all just focused on Jenny and not really watching everyone else around.
Yeah, I had no idea who even won the race.
Other than, you know, like seeing Hassan kind of fall back and give Jenny that opening, and then like obviously mirror on the outside of them. But I didn't even know where Castor came from to dive for third, and I had to rewatch it, and she had a great kick too.
Yeah, I mean, she like literally passed up Jenny, and that's when Jenny made her like inside move and was like, no, this is mine. Which is just crazy to see because, I mean, we've never seen anyone do that to Castor, right? Like, once she makes her move, she is going to win the race.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like it puts all those Castor naysayers kind of, hey, she's not inhuman. She's a human, and like she's beatable. Castor is clearly beatable. We keep on putting Castor on a pedestal that like she's unbeatable, but clearly she is. She got third.
Well, I mean, but you could also say she hasn't raced that many 1500s and definitely not at the world level.
Yeah,
this is her first global final, so she and she obviously made some tactical errors, like letting herself get too far back.
Yeah, but she's human. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And you got to respect that, you know, she's testing herself in other distances this season, even though she had the 400, didn't go great. But, like, you know, the fact that she's attempting these other distances.
Yeah, she's open to it.
Yeah.
World record holder got last.
That's wild.
LOL.
That was wild.
Baba. What's going on with her?
You know,
She was
Ethiopian
kind of-
media is like savage too. I was reading this article on the one of the Ethiopian like newspaper websites, and they were just, I was like, you would just never see this. Like if an American, if Centro gets dead last in the 1500 final, no one's gonna write. Although she's the world record holder, but still, they called it the worst performance of her athletic career as she finished, quote, dead last. And although it was obvious she struggled in the qualifying round, no one expected her to do this poorly in the final race. I just feel like you would never see American media go that savage on a track athlete, right?
Why
No,
not? I'll do it.
That is savage.
But people don't.
Yeah,
People
sure.
don't. And
Don't hurt
like,
people's feelings.
yeah, I was just so surprised to read that. I was like, wow. Just went in. But that was shocking.
Simpson now has the most medals in the past since 2011 in the 1500. Not crazy?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I just kept thinking about Mark Wetmore's awesome quote that we got in that flow film of him saying if she's like in contention with 400 meters to go, she becomes like a barracuda. She just hunts people down. And that's
Barracuda.
exactly
Like
what
that.
she did.
Well, it's interesting how she waited so long because she was losing distance in the last 250. Like at 250, Muir made a move and Jenny kind of went backwards a bit.
Yeah.
So like I thought like, oh, she doesn't have the wheels, and that distance really stayed until 100 meters to go, and then 100 meters to go, then she started closing. Like she didn't really start
Yeah.
reeling anyone in until the last 80 meters.
Well, I watched one of the post-race interviews with her, and she said she could tell that Kipyegon and Hassan they were battling so hard, she just could tell that one of them was going to falter, or that she would be able to make a move on them. So,
And we were talking about this on our run this morning,
Yeah.
just how, like you said, she's a tactical wizard. She can sense like how people are feeling in certain moments and like consciously think of like when she needs to make her effort, when she needs to surge, where she needs to go. I mean, not very many athletes are that just like good at knowing and having that awareness
Yeah.
in those critical moments of
Yeah.
like the highest pressure situation.
Do you think there's anything she could have done differently to get first?
she almost got first. I mean,
I
But
think
like,
if
you
she
think
had-
if she would have, I don't know, what could she have done to?
maybe just started to move a little earlier.
Because she didn't
Yeah.
really.
But-
I think maybe if she made the move when Laura Muir made the move, at like 250 to go, she may have had a half a second advantage to
But then
Close
you
in.
saw Muir, fade.
fade. Yeah.
yeah, she didn't have
So
it.
maybe that was too soon. Too much too soon. Like Hassan going out that third lap.
Yeah,
but-
son.
61. Man, that shocked me. I really, like, going into this, I thought Dibaba would win. But then after she didn't run that well in the semifinal, I was like, all right, Hassan has got this. So totally, like, discounting Faith Kipyegon.
Well, and
But-
Hassan has run 156 in the 800 too.
Yeah.
She's, obviously got the wheels. And yeah, so I kind of thought she had it too, but she just couldn't hold on.
Yeah.
I guess what it shows is that if you're leading the 1500, that really saps you. Like Muir trying to take it out, at least a little honest in the beginning. Yeah, it was a 65 first lap, but I think her first 200 was definitely under 30 seconds, which
That's
was
true, yeah. They
That
did
was
go
quick,
out
yeah.
hard.
And then Sifan Hassan trying to take it early. It's the people that sit like Jenny Simpson and Faith Kipyegon that usually end up.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, hold on. Is it Kipyegon? It's Kipyegon.
I don't know.
I've always thought it was Kipyegon.
I think it's
I
Kipyegon.
don't know. It looks like we're
That might be
2-on-1
American
here.
way to say it.
Because my
yeah.
name's not Gordon. My name's Gordon.
But you're like American.
But
I don't know how the Kenyans say it. We'll have to go to the.
I think it's Kipyegon. Maybe
Alright.
it's
It might
this is
be.
coming from a ON person who has their ON in their name.
Okay.
But I'm not called
But
Gordon.
you guys come from different places. You
That's what I
pronounce
keep on
things
hearing.
differently.
Harrison.
It's like
I also just want to say that watching, Jenny talk after her race, she was so confident. She just to see an athlete say like, "Oh, I knew the whole time I could win. I knew no one else thought I could win, but I knew this whole time I could win." That was really cool to see. And why she was able to, in those last like 50 meters even, when it looks like she's out of it, just make the move and get the medal. It was cool.
Jenny turns 31 this month. So the next World Championship, she'll be going into age 33 for 2019.
I think that she's still
How many more years do we get graced with the? Because she's been going for a while. I mean, 2011, 2017 is a long stretch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when did Centro start making his first I guess 2011.
He was 21.
In 2011.
I think it was 2011.
That's when he made his first world
Yeah.
team. Yeah. So, I guess, do we get Jenny for 3 more? I mean, what do you think Jenny will be in?
I think we get another cycle.
No cycle out of her. So she'll
yeah,
be.
I think at least another
2021?
cycle.
Yeah.
And I kind of want her to run the 5K.
Yeah, that's what I
A
was
little
thinking.
bit.
Like,
I mean, I still want her. I love the 1500. I still want her to run that, and I think she obviously has like more in the tank to do that for the next cycle. But she's a great 5K runner too, and hasn't really like tested herself
Yeah, I
fully in the
That would be
5K.
cool to
Both
see.
are records now taken by Shannon Roebury.
Yeah.
She's got to reclaim one of them.
I know. Well, I was thinking that's a good task for next year, like not championship year, to
Yeah.
go after the record.
Well, think about this though. Jenny's top 10 all-time 5Ks all are in 2013 or like she's only broken 16 minutes in the 5K 9 times, and she's broke the time she's run like basically her elite 5Ks, which are basically 15, 10 or better. She's only run that 5 times, and it's all from 09, 2011 time. Like she ran a 2013
just out of
5K,
college.
but that's 4 years ago. So she hasn't done the 5K in a long time. So I know she ran the 5K in 2014 at US Champs. Maybe was it 2014 or 2013? Maybe I'm not sure.
That sounds.
I know she ran a 5K because she had like a bye and something, but she hasn't really done the 5K much. Maybe we'll see a lot more 5Ks out of her because again, we haven't seen any 5Ks from her lately.
Did she when you went to the Flow film shoot with her? Did she say anything about
the 5.
moving up to a different distance at some point?
She wasn't really sure about. She wasn't ruling it out, but she didn't say definitively this is when I'm gonna move up or if she was gonna move up. But there was clearly like no hesitation to keep going or like put any limits on like when to retire or like when to transition or I mean.
I think though, with an off year, it would make sense to make that transition now.
I don't think so.
I think going for the 5K in 2019. You don't
No,
think
but
that?
I just feel like she's proven she's like one of the world's most consistent runners at the 1500. Next year she makes a record attempt, runs fast. I mean, maybe dabbles in some off distances, does the 5K, see how it goes. But I feel like it makes sense to do the 1500 again in
Keep going
2019.
forever. Become
Yeah.
like a Nick Willis and just
Yeah, well,
only do
because
5,
I
only do
mean,
15.
being
Hey,
good
man,
at one event
if you're
doesn't
fast
mean
enough, keep doing it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Speaking of other events for Jenny Simpson, imagine if she'd stuck with the steeplechase.
Yeah.
She's had a
Well,
lot
we were
of success
talking
in
about
that
this
early in her
earlier.
career.
Yeah, we were saying she'd probably be under 9 minutes at
This
now.
point.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say, obviously, because
Yeah.
the steeple is such a tough, grueling event, and it causes a lot of injuries, obviously. So it is hard to say, like how long she could sustain that. But she could, if she had stuck with it, she could have been under 9 minutes at this point.
And nothing against Jenny, but the steeple back then wasn't as good as it is now.
Yeah.
Especially on a U.S. stage. So she wasn't really pushed. She was... There were,
Yeah, I mean, you could run like 9:30, 9:40.
You could run 9:40 and make the world team.
Yeah.
Now you got to run 9:20 to make a
different.
world team.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a big what if. What if Jenny stayed? Would that have changed Emma Coburn's progression of what she would become if Jenny was still like being a dominant steepler? Would that have changed?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be interesting. Anyway,
It's all that Prefontaine 1500 back in 2009 changed everything.
Changed everything.
Literally changed the course
Yeah.
of her career.
The
What el-
other track final yesterday, the men's hurdles.
no American, first time ever in the world championship that we don't medal, like in a long time. ALS. I don't know ever, but why?
I was like, really?
Why aren't Americans medaling anymore?
Well, I feel like you've kind of had two newer faces in the event, Alec Harris and Devin Allen, and then Aries Merritt. I mean, he's come back, but he's obviously not at his world record level, and it was a tough field. I mean, I feel like I didn't really predict him to get top 3, I don't think. Maybe I did.
I mean, if you look at, I'll bring up a descending order list of top hurdle times in the world right now. So hold on, let me bring that up. Pardon the pause, and just see why. Because the women are staying dominant. It's just like the men are just being like,
Well, I mean, Devin Allen also had 2 ACL surgeries in the past, 3 years, 2 years, and has still managed to come back and make a world and Olympic team. I mean,
That's pretty.
and
crazy.
he just started running like this past spring. This April was like when he started actually like running and working out after his last surgery. So the fact that he was even there is pretty huge. And obviously like first year running as a pro and a lot of different factors. So yeah, I don't know. It's like a changing of the guard in that event for sure. I mean, you still have Aries, who's a veteran, obviously, and has had his, fair share of struggle with, kidney surgery and like near death, basically, and then coming back from that. Like I got to be in Phoenix after he had his surgery, and he like showed me a scar, and it basically like goes from here to here, and it was just, and he was working out that day and had surgery at that point, maybe like 2 or 3 months before I got there, and I don't know, yeah,
on the descending order list, I just looked up 2015, 5 U.S. men were in the top 10. 2016, 3 men. 2017, 2 men.
But are the times staying the same, or are the top people getting faster?
Times are staying the same for the most part.
So
people
the US
are running
men are
in
just
the
getting slower. is what you're saying.
You're top 10 if you're running low 13 teens to 13.0s. If you're a sub 13, you're like having a phenomenal year.
I do think it's just a changing of the guard, like you were saying. I mean, I wouldn't be
David
surprised to
Oliver.
see Omar McLeod breaking the world record in the next couple of years.
That'll be nuts.
I mean, he works,
How old is he?
Flo
What,
knows.
22?
He's pretty young.
He's the
23?
same. I think he's the same age as Alan. Oh, I can tell you. He was born in 1994, April 1994. Do the math.
Is he 23?
23.
Yeah.
Quick
if
math.
you're
Quick math,
if you're a
quick
hurdler, go train with Edric Florial, basically.
Hashtag Flo knows,
Flo knows.
guys.
He's gonna
But
have
for
2
real.
world champions. And Kenny
Yeah, I'm
Harrison
excited for
and
these
Omar McLeod.
women's short hurdles coming up. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I just like talking to Edric after Kenny broke the world record in 2016, just like hearing him describe like what he was telling Kenny and like how she came back from the crazy Olympic trials disappointment and then to break the world record. Like you can tell he's just a genius coach. Just like really knows the mental side of it and knows how to like speak to the athletes in a way where just like gets them to perform.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think giving yourself your own hashtag Flo knows is kind of, I don't know.
Did he make it up, or
I
did
don't
the
know, but
athletes make it up?
He uses it. He tweets.
I
Flo
feel like when
knows.
you have the
That- I
world,
feel like-
when you have the world record holder and you have the Olympic champion,
I know, but like
you can kind of do.
You can do that.
I feel
whatever
like
you
the
want.
athletes can
You
do
have a
it.
little more leeway.
The athletes can be like, yeah, Flo knows because he's my coach. But when the coach says Flo knows, that's kind of like tooting your own horn. Come on.
He is a brand, okay?
But you know, how'd you feel if I walked around and I
would
got
you
something
know-
like I handed
would
into my video on time? You'd be like, Gordon knows. Here you go. You'd be like, get over yourself.
Well,
Gordon.
it's because you're
It's
ridiculous.
a branding thing. Now more athletes know who he is.
Yeah.
100%.
Genius
Do you think he wears a
recruiting.
T-shirt that says Flo
Absolute
knows on
genius
it?
recruiting.
I
I
mean, that-
actually feel like I've seen photos of like a Flo Knows shirt. I might be making that up, but I think it's real.
Do you think his rivals would be like, Flo don't know? No? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't
Probably
been
not.
beaten yet.
I mean, we should obviously work more closely with him because
Yeah, because he knows. Yeah, and Flo.
FloTrack knows.
We should actually, we should.
That'd be good. That should be the name of the podcast.
FloTrack knows.
FloTrack knows, and he'll be a regular guest every week, right?
Get it. Call him up. He's not doing anything right now, right?
He's a little busy.
A little busy.
I think.
Well, there's no races going on for him. I mean, he's getting ready for Sydney coming in. I guess Sydney's probably.
Well, now he has Corey Carter,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh.
Omar.
Who looked pretty good. Corey Carty looked good
Yeah.
in the semifinal yesterday.
Everyone got
She
through
looks solid.
except Shamir almost did it.
Shamir broke a
Yeah.
hurdle.
Broke a hurdle, smashing hurdles.
Can you imagine what that would feel like to break a hurdle with your shin?
I think
I think it was her spike.
her
Her
spike.
Yeah. Judo chop.
Her lead leg.
Like,
just
what would
went-
that feel like?
Feel like breaking plastic.
Those
we
aren't,
know we can get.
those aren't the
a
heaviest
hurdle.
hurdles, though.
Yeah, they're fiber. Right? They're not solid. They're like
They're
Yeah.
plastic.
air. I don't know. I don't know what it feel like. Feel
Finals today. Do you think anyone is going to break a steeple barrier in the men's steeplechase?
You'd have to hit it pretty hard.
That was.
I'm trying to segue.
A solid
I'm trying
wooden
to
block.
segue.
Who's gonna break this? Chuck Norris.
I
running
was
in
shocked to
Who's
see
gonna bring
Shamir
a
Little
chainsaw
break a-
and break a hurdle barrier?
Evan Jager
Who
looks
would do
really
it?
strong.
It'll be the,
okay?
it'll be the
Maybe Kemboy.
It'll be the steeple pit one.
If
'cause it'll be a
anyone's
little
gonna
wet.
do it, maybe Kemboy.
All right.
So Evan Jager, gold medal. I think he's gonna win. And that's not even a hot take, right?
Yeah,
No,
looking
he's
at the
He's
prelims,
the favorite.
confirmed
he's
it.
the favorite, but you know, Kenya shows up. Kemboy ran well in his prelim, and if Kemboy's in it, you gotta watch out.
Yeah, if Kemboy comes back, he has like, well, he had like an 8:30 season best coming into this
Yeah.
championships.
I think
What
Jager's
did he run in the first round?
Faster
here?
than that, he had to. I guess 8:20. I think he ran 8:20 in the first round. That's his new season best.
Yeah, I think Jager's best bet to win is to keep it honest.
Yeah,
Not be
which
slow.
he isn't. He's never scared to do.
He's never scared to do,
So-
so he's got to push it, not 2 laps out, but like 4 to 5 laps out. I think he can do it. I also think Kabeni could potentially get third, which would be pretty crazy. Have
That'd be
two
cool.
Americans.
He's been running super well. 808, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
PR. I mean,
So
Evan Jager was about to set the top 10 American times of all time in that Monaco race, but then Kabeni like bumped him out. He had one of the top 10 times.
I'm
Evan
sure
Jager's got-
he didn't lose any sleep over that.
run
Yeah.
a few more steeples.
Will he break the American record?
I don't think. I mean, his
You don't
American
think it'll be
records.
fast enough?
I mean, he owns the American record 8 flat 45. So there'd have to be a sub 8 race. I don't. Championship sub 8 race would be insane.
Well, I think
But
for
he's
the
going to
steeple,
be wanting to make it fast.
yeah, and for the steeple, there's sort of an advantage to going fast, you know, even
Yeah.
because you want to have the first approach at each barrier.
Yeah.
You know, that's an
You
advantage.
don't want it to be slow and going over.
Yeah, you don't want to be
the
tactical
barriers with
going
the
over the
whole
barriers.
field.
Exactly. So I think when the steeplechases, you can see a fast race, you know. So it's not off the table, but
I think he's
You
I
have
going
think
to have
it's
someone
more
going with
likely
him.
to break a steeple barrier than to run sub 8.
Wow. That's bold. That's actually really bold.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be that fast. I think it's gonna be like
So what do you think the winning time is going to be?
8:05.
Do you think he's going to win?
what do you think the last lap's going to
What do you think
I don't think he's gonna win, but I want him to win.
6-200 split will be?
Ooh.
That's what I want to know.
That's
be?
important.
Sixth one.
Flo knows. I know that.
Flo
we can
knows.
call him up. He
What
knows.
if he starts coaching steeplechasers?
And then just
Just takes over.
just takes over the entire track and field industry. Flo knows everything. He should be our USATF coach. He should be the relay coach. That's what he should be.
What do hurdles have to do with relays?
Nothing, but we're not really good at the relays lately on the men's side. Keep on dropping the stick.
They won at World Relays.
I also won my local 5K, but that doesn't mean I'm a
World Relays is
record
not the local
holder.
5K.
I didn't even compete in my local 5K. But anyway, what else is happening? Disappointingly, the men's 800. No Americans, no Emmanuel Courier.
Your boy,
Yeah.
Emmanuel
My
Courier.
boy
It's
Emmanuel
pretty-
Courier.
It's wide open.
It's not as fun. I mean, Brandon McBride, I'm cheering for him. Canada sensation.
I think Kipyegon Bet is going to win. The world junior champ.
You're betting on
19-year-old. Yeah.
I'll go with Amos. But yeah,
Amos
I
not
mean,
medaling.
we could see
Yeah.
a fast time if McBride takes it out, you know, as he has been doing in the prelims and pretty much every race he runs.
Yeah, he'll take it out, and I think
Yeah.
he'll run a PR. He's gonna run probably run 1:43 low. I think that's gonna be the winning time.
So you think McBride's going to win?
Yeah, I'm saying it. McBride's going to win.
I think
hot take.
Bet's going to win. Kenyon. He has to
I
make
think
up for
Nigel
Korea not being
Amos
there.
is going to win.
Amos is
I'm
not
with Amos
medaling
too.
Why do you think he's not going to medal?
because he sucked last year. He sucked in 2015, and he didn't even run in the World Championships in 2013.
Well, something
He's been
changed
on
this
fire
year.
this year.
I think he's going to medal. But I think it's going to be Bet. I think it's going to be the Polish guy who beat Amos. I can't say his last name. Harry
The shot.
Kashot.
Yeah, like the shot put, but
It's
like
going to
with
be
a K.
Kashot, and
Is
then
that really
it's
how
going to
you pronounce
be Amos.
Hope so.
That's what I think.
I don't see that. I don't know why you think Amos has been on fire. He did not look good in the prelim.
But, like,
Prelims are prelims.
They're
Also,
not.
the
His
prelim
his season
are
has
prelims.
been good. He ran well, like,
Baba
in
didn't
Diamond
look
League.
good in her prelim, and guess what happened to her?
Yeah, but in his prelim, he made a tactical mistake.
You know, Amos was 0.2 seconds away from not even making the final. Let that be.
But once you're in, you're in.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Look at Donovan Brazier. He almost didn't make the U.S. final, and then he won the whole thing.
yeah. But also look at Diamond Brazier. He didn't even make the world final, and
I
he was on
know.
fire during the regular
know.
season, which is why we think Amos is so good.
But also, there is a thing: an athlete sees this mistake, make it to the next round, you adjust, and then you do better the next time.
All right, so final one though, we got a U.S. Fred Curley in the 400. Do you think he pulls it off in lane 2? Like you said earlier, Isaac Makwala is gonna have to scratch. It's crazy for Botswana.
That makes a lot. It makes it a lot easier for Curley to.
They should
come
give
back
someone
here.
else his lane.
I mean,
Yeah, will
So
they
we'd
leave
have
that
to
lane
use
empty?
two. Yeah,
That would be
they probably will.
no, they'll leave it empty,
Yeah, they'll leave it empty.
which is bull. But Fred Curley, he's the second fastest in the world.
looked bad in the semifinal.
Looked bad in the semifinal.
You know, it looked good. Steven Gardner. I think Nathan Allen is going to beat Fred Curley. To be honest, freshman from Auburn, he's going to get bronze. I think Fred Curley's going to get 4th.
Whoa,
Wow.
That's not even bold. Did you watch that race?
hating on A&M right here.
I'm not hating. I said earlier in this podcast, I really like watching Fred Curley. I think he's fun. But, I mean, maybe he's someone else who does poorly in the rounds and then adjusts and is able to do better in the final.
Do you think we'll see world record?
No,
No.
no.
No chance?
I think if Mikwala
The
was in
Olympics.
it, I think
Yeah, he'd be pushed.
he could have.
But
Wait.
then again, I mean, Van Niekerk doesn't need to be pushed. He ran his record in lane 8.
That's true.
I mean, he was pushed. He was running scared in lane 8.
Running scared, that's true.
So.
But he didn't have any.
I'm going with Fred Curley. He's going to shush the JoJo's.
To win?
Yeah. He's going to go like this to you,
To
JoJo.
win
He's
the
going to
race.
beat. What's going to happen to Van Niekerk? Is he getting food poisoning too?
No, Van Niekerk's going to get second.
What time are they going to run?
They're going to run in the 43s. Fred Curley's good.
I think Curley is totally capable of medaling, but Wade Van Niekerk is going to win.
Yeah. You're probably right, and I would secretly put money on you guys being right. But screw that. Go Fred Curley. That's all I'm going to say.
Hot take.
I'm not saying don't go Fred Curley. I'm saying go, USA. That's my prediction.
All right.
4th.
But lastly, JoJo's favorite event.
The men's pole
men's
vault.
pole vault final.
Your favorite event?
It's her favorite event.
I really like the pole vault.
JoJo knows
specifically the
everything.
men's pole vault. I don't know why. I just think it's really interesting.
JoJo knows the
It
top
is an
10
interesting
high
event.
school pole vaulters all time, under 20 all time.
Let me just say that spending 2.5 years at Mile Split, and there's very exciting 2.5 years for high school boys pole vault. There's always a
That's
national,
true.
like literally every year there's a national record. So
Got Chris
I
Nielsen.
think-
You have
yeah,
Armand
and like Devin
Duplantis,
King before him,
Deacon
and
Voles. You got
Deacon Voles was good. Yeah, they used to have the battles, and Paulo Benavides, who's now at Kansas.
Totally.
so
And
much
it's
pole
cool.
vault knowledge.
It's just like it's interesting. Anyway, Sam
There are good
Kendricks.
storylines.
Sam Kendricks, can he win?
yeah. But the story really is, can Duplantis get a medal?
Mondo just barely made the final, but I mean, yeah.
I think he's
Look
the
at his-
youngest athlete to ever
Ever?
make the men's pole vault final, according
That
to
could be.
our friend Pole Vault Power.
Hashtag at pole vault power. But yeah, do you think he can do it?
I think it might be at PV Power. I'm not sure, but yeah.
You would know. You're the pole vault expert. Do you think? I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he's gonna medal.
I mean,
Sam
it's a
Kendricks
long,
or
it's a long
Mondo?
shot. I think
Mondo.
it's a long shot. It would take like a big thing, but he performs under pressure sometimes.
I'm going with Kendricks. I'm going with Lavillani.
Lavillani,
Gonna come back.
Lavillani.
Lavillani, and I'm going.
He looked good in the qualifying.
And I'm going with Lisek, the Polish dude. He jumped 6 meters indoors. That's a lot. That's far.
Yeah.
It's like
What's his
That's
best outdoors though?
Rather high.
That was a while ago.
his best outdoors is worse than.
It's
indoors.
almost like a different sport, indoors to outdoors.
No,
There's
pole
like
vault-
wind. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, but you're still going up. You don't know. Anyway, I don't think he's gonna medal. I want him to medal. It'd be cool.
would
Check
be
out
cool.
the Flow film on him. Mondo, JoJo was part of that. We have a lot of Flow films of people at Worlds. You got Jenny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Flow
pretty cool.
film. We got the Mondo Flow film. We have a Vashti Flow film. We got a Clay. Oh, never mind. Murphy Flow film.
Anika
Anika McPherson Flow film. She
Yeah.
hasn't jumped yet, right?
hasn't jumped yet. Thursday.
Thursday.
Nike
I
Oregon
think.
Project.
I need to double
Like
check
Oregon
that.
Project Flow film.
Pre Safan Hassan.
Pre-Safan Hassan Flow film.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Evan Jager flow film.
Yeah, actually, we should put that up on the site right now since he's racing the final today.
We should watch it. Check out Evan Jager's Locks of Love hair.
It's pretty good. They drink a lot of coffee. That's what I remember.
That's the secret.
They are big into Sterling coffee.
That's
They
the
get it for free.
Schumacher way. Anyway, I'm
I would
excited.
love to be sponsored by a coffee company.
Same.
All right, here we go. Gun to your
Easy
head.
on that.
Name your 3 champions in the men's steeple 8 and 4.
What? Okay, let's break it down.
Jager.
Well, we're closing out.
Who did I say?
Jager,
Bet, and
Van Niekerk.
Van Niekerk, yeah.
Jager, Van Niekerk, Amos.
Yep. Jager, Amos, Van Niekerk.
I'm going with
Amos.
Gonna pull through.
Capruto,
Capruto.
McBride, Curley.
Wow.
Boom.
Wait.
And on
Pole vault.
that-
No, what about
pole
pole
vault.
vault?
Ooh.
Sam
Kendricks.
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 America.
This is year.
This is year. Anyway, that's it. Any other things you guys want to add?
Stay tuned because we'll be doing live updates on the site and cool articles and proving that all Gordon's predictions are wrong.
Yes, prove me wrong. I like when people prove me wrong. However, Fred Curley doesn't want to prove me wrong. He wants to prove me right.
Say no more.
All right. We'll see you guys again, 11 a.m. Boom. We're out.